How do you change the color? Oh, next room. Okay. Let's control R. I want a gray color. Or just black will do. Deduct a point of health and rename her. Change name. Culverin. Okay. So, going further from there. So, the Anzac tournament doesn't feature any minor players. I don't know. I wonder if it's just a matter of them not getting shipped to Australia, or just a conscious decision. Not, we're not going that way.
The Anzac Cup?
Yeah. Just a local tournament in Australia. I think it was larger last year. This year they just have 14 attendants. So that's 6 for...
Hunter's one.
Oh, okay. But it wasn't our lovely David. I think he wasn't playing.
Edwin J.
Now it's a tough choice, really, to include Cutlass.
Huh, he played against Grange twice, Vet Boar, and Morn.
Okay. Not sure about that Morn pick into the Hunters. But I guess it was someone just testing the waters.
Which one's Cutlass? Or you're not doing Cutlass?
I'm doing Cutlass. What's the point of taking color in without Cutlass? Maybe against Alchemy. I'm just trying to find a suitable image. Navigators. Jesus. Oh, she's only 12 health. Okay, let's take Windfinder. She has a bit of ARG in her as well. Control R. Alright. Where is Sledge? Damn, I have to sacrifice something. So if I don't take Alloy, there's no point in taking her. Then Ferrite is the better choice. 5 and Ledge. Okay, that'll be that. So, cards.
Whoops.
Yeah. It's funny to see you draw only 7 cards. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay then. You can press the button for kicking, receiving. Hmm.
I guess I will receive.
Okay. So, okay, make a choice. Okay. I have my choice.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'll take the
Colossus.
top side, right? So I'll be top side.
Sure.
Okay. Well, supposed to be a test. So Culverin.
You want to swap now or after we pick models?
So my pick is Culverin.
Let's do Ratchet.
Cutlass.
Spade.
Furnace.
Velocity.
Cast. Okay.
Looks good to me.
Okay then. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Scanners. Okay, I don't care.
Okay, good luck, have fun.
Likewise, all the best. One moment.
Alright, that looks good to me.
Okay.
Alright, mainspring will just walk there and pass the rivet.
So he activates his ability to do a free pass, I guess.
What's that for? It doesn't look like it. Where does it go? I guess we'll have Rivet have it.
Nope.
Alright, your go.
It hit.
Oh, it shoots on the ball
yeah.
path.
But it might scatter wherever. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. My eyes were somewhere else for a moment. Okay, we'll go with Ferrite, with Furnace. Heal Chalk is 5. 4. And he will tool up iron. And he'll be done.
Okay, Rivet will go. She will pass the ball to Colossus. Did it. She'll give 2-inch melee to velocity and walk her 5. Yeah, it looks good.
So you're not towing anybody.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Alright, go for it.
Let's call her an sprint 7. And she'll be done. Yeah, forgot to give her one more.
Colossus. He'll pass to Spade. Did it. He'll dodge. Walk to there, buy an attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
3 is a momentous knockdown push.
Mm-hmm.
We'll buy an attack and bonus time it. So rolling 7.
Mm-hmm.
4 is a momentous unexpected arrival off the pitch.
Okay. So you basically score goals by the end of the turn. Yep. Taken out. Alright, she comes back at full health. Okay, alright, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get over here, iron. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. But wait, is it on active during the small advances? So I could actually push color in. Let's do that. Because I can also trigger a battering ram during this move. No, it's a dodge. Okay, so no. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we'll have Spade go to there and charge Culverin.
Go ahead.
It'll be 10 dice. What's she, 3-2?
Yep.
So 6 will just be a momentous push dodge and a momentous push. We'll spend 1 to teleport. And we'll declare a shot. Do you want to dodge?
Yep. 1, 2. Get
Okay.
online.
We will bonus time it. So 4 down to 3. Got it. We will dodge. Okay.
Okay.
That is out there.
Let's see. Oh. Not again.
What?
The ball vanished for a moment, but thankfully, going back allowed for it to be recovered. Okay. So, Cutlass. Where can you get ugly movement of yours? And chain shot has range 8. Okay. Okay, and Cutlass will use the free chain shot on Spade.
Okay, force.
Bonus timing it. Okay, I'll get it. So that'll be 3 damage and a knockdown. approach her and buy an attack against her. So 4 dice into a 3-1. 2 hits will be momentous. 1 and a 2-inch dodge. 1, 2. Sorry, so 2 hits again, so momentous 1, 2-inch dodge. 1, 2. Okay, here we go.
Ratchet will just overclock velocity and walk to there. Go for it.
Maybe the wrong model. 7. 8. Okay, Iron will impetus himself and charge Spade.
Okay.
So along the way, he'll just push Culverin aside. And, 2 here. Oh, copy the wrong model. So that'll be 10 dice into a 3-1. Okay, 7 hits. Will be momentous 8 damage. Wing. 6 dice still. Momentous 3 damage. Okay, here we go.
Alright, velocity will free charge Ferrite.
Okay.
Any response?
Nope.
Okay, 10 dice.
3, 2.
5. So momentous double push, double dodge, and 1 damage. By an attack. Nothing by an attack. Momentous push dodge. By an attack. 1 damage. By an attack. Momentous double push, double dodge. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have nobody, so new turn.
No conditions to resolve. Okay.
you want to go first?
Yep. I do.
Who gets +1 attack?
+1. Pitch. So that will be iron.
Okay. I'll give poised to velocity.
Okay. So cast comes back. 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Cutlass. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ferrite will begin. First activation. She'll attack velocity.
Sure, go for it.
Two hits will be a momentous disarm. Then she'll acrobatics, or though, although do I really need acrobatics? Just move away because that parting blow won't really matter. Yeah, let's make another attack. Any response? Just
No.
okay. Sorry, the first one had 1 hit, so it will be just a momentous weak point. No, it's meaningless, but just for the sake of using a different ability. Then she'll legendary. And take a parting blow. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Not in cover?
5, 6. No, doesn't matter.
Oh, that's one too many.
Mm.
1 damage.
And her health is 17, so she'll spend 1 momentum to heal. Here we go. Or sorry, she will get over.
Yep.
Mhm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Um,
Sure. Colossus will walk here and buy an attack. Any response?
Let's see. Attack 6 and 2 heights. Okay, no.
Any response?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
6 dice. Momentous knockdown push. Buy another attack. 5. 4. Momentous singled out. Last one. Now it's 5. We'll do 4 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, here you go.
Okay. I guess I can't get. Guess I'll go with Culverin. Rivets. Not having the card around, is it? 9, 3. Mentus 4 damage on the 6th. legendary is a pulse. Right? Okay. And she'll use the legendary to the knockdown. And your go. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, if Ratchet go, he'll walk to their tool up Rivet and overclock velocity. Okay.
So I'll have to activate furnace. Okay, furnace will activate. He will use his heroic, legendary, to get +1 attack. Tempered steel. He'll buy an attack against Colossus.
Go for it.
Bonus timing, so 7 dice. So that'll be 4 hits, a momentous knockdown. And then he'll jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And he'll be done.
Okay, velocity will charge iron for free. Any response?
No.
8 dice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, to 3-2.
3 is a momentous push dodge.
Mm-hmm.
We'll spend 1 to nimble and buy an attack on Ferrite.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Buy an attack. 1 damage. And we will acrobatics.
Has her pick. Rivet, Rivet, how this will just sprint. Go.
Mainspring will walk there.
So that's what's gonna happen. Castle to sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. King. Here we go.
Spade will go to there and heal 4.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1, 2. Right. her there. Okay, and iron will buy an attack against velocity.
Okay, go for it.
9 dice. So that'll be a push. Get her into range of furnace.
Okay.
More swing at 10. 1 damage. 1 more. Momentous 2 damage. And 1. Nothing. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, 2 to stand up Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
We'll declare charge on Culverin
Mm-hmm.
in response.
So one more look at your play. Defensive stance and counter. Okay.
And many toes. So I have 2 friends. So 12 dice on a 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
5. We'll do a momentous knockdown push.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I have 3 friends now.
Mm-hmm.
9 dice on a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
4 is momentous 4.
Mm-hmm. I was here.
Right there. You're within 1 of velocity and 2 of clauses.
Velocity, exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I marked the damage.
Fine attack.
Mm-hmm.
Momentous 5.
Mm-hmm.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Momentous 5. Non-momentous 2. Fine attack.
Mm-hmm.
Momentous 4.
Okay.
And that's everyone.
Okay. Okay.
Right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and cast gets 2. Hers gets 1. Mm-hmm. 8. Comma's gonna 3. 3. 7. 10. 11, 12. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Walk to there.
Mm-hmm.
Bring people. velocity can stay there. So I have 3 friends. We will buy an attack on iron. Any response?
No.
Okay. 9 dice. 2. We'll do momentous 2 and a push. Okay, 5 friends now. So 11 dice. Any response?
No.
8. We'll do momentous knockdown and momentous 2. By an attack. 8. Momentous 4, momentous 2. So 4 total.
2, 4.
By an attack. Momentous 4. By an attack, we'll bonus time. Momentous 4. By an attack. Momentous 4. And then she will heroic. Right, go for it. So Toe's pretty good.
I don't want to comment for it. I think it's... I want to play a few more games against Rivet, but I think Poe is too good. I think it's... I don't see many scenarios in which you actually are penalized for bunching up like that and throwing around people. I just don't see a negative side to Rivet.
There's some guilds. I don't think you play Rivet into Alchemists.
Yeah. That's a bit more risky. She's a bit slower there.
I don't think you play her when you're kicking. Let's say that. You play her when you're receiving because tax 6 velocity and spade score 3 goals in 2 turns.
Yeah. That's another thing. I didn't play Culver and Cutlass well this game, because in the previous turn, if I had 2 influence on Cutlass, I would have just blown Rivet away, and you wouldn't have been able to reach me. Possibly, if I had hit, because you were exactly 8 inches away from me. So 3-inch push would have removed the threat. That was a big mistake on my part. Cast also getting positioned on the edge. Playing engineers was a no-no.
Cutlass doesn't have a push.
No, I mean cast. I positioned cast on the edge and you pushed her off, right?
Yeah, I meant like the 2 influence on Cutlass, you said?
I mean, you were within 8 of Culverin.
Yes.
With Rivet.
Yes.
So if I had 2 influence I Cutlass, I would have just chain blasted Culverin outside of threat range. So the 6 influence would have been wasted.
Dodge her. It doesn't push, it just knockdown.
Oh, so where did I get that push from? Interesting. Yeah. Still would have forced you to spend at least 1 momentum, but I just don't like models that are so versatile when there are other models that are so restricted, like Morn.
Yeah, Morn
who
doesn't do anything.
has his profile has a very circumstantial ability, and the one thing that she gives out to the team is once per turn and with a limited range, whereas Rivet's abilities are really not limited by her ability by any ranges, and she is very self-reliant,
Yeah,
and she makes up for a lot of shortcomings of the guild, namely the high non-momentous damage. So I like her as a design, but in the light of everything else in the game, I think she is, again, some things are over the top. They are too high. Certain profiles. I would imagine her being more uh, in theme. I would prefer her to have follow my lead as an aura. Then I would be fine with it, because that forces you to bunch up, and with Toe, it's okay actually for you, but you don't have these maverick plays with your ball carriers or strikers, just having 6-tack wherever you want to go. Because you'd stay in the bubble and then you can just burst out of it with a tack 6 striker, with a playbook that you wrap quite easily. So with that kind of playbook, you wrap into a double tackle with a double dodge, so close control is also kind of meaningless
yeah.
in that scenario.
Velocity's pretty egregious at Tech 6. Spade's probably fine because her playbook's kind of garbage, but Velocity is like nutso.
Still, her push becomes much more reliable.
Yeah,
So,
everything comes reliable for Spade. It's just
yeah,
wrapping is just like 2 tackles. I think any striker wrapping does
it's
that.
not about the it's not about the wrap for me in this case. It's for me that she can push a model with 3 attacks 3 inches and then control explosion it off the table.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's another
I
model that pushes off of the table pretty reliably.
yeah, there is that, and I agree because I've done that.
Yeah. So they said that the captains were supposed to be released in Q3, but they rushed it instead of, and they pushed off the tournament prize packs. And I don't know how that affected the gameplay, the playtesting, but I think they could have done better with a few more months. I don't know. I played 2 games with Corbelli as myself. I've seen 1 game against him. I played my 2 games for 3 goals. But upon deliberation, I'd say that Corbelli is just too comfortable with a 2-2 game. But that's just how the team is designed. Because he doesn't really have any other models in the team that can reliably play the ball game. But he's a great snapshot turret himself. But he also deals out a lot of damage with veteran, what's her name, Chisel, in the team.
Mm.
And I don't know. I would have preferred Corbelli with an 1-inch melee. I think he would have been fine with that still. So I don't know. That errata from Friday, I think, also suggests that the playtesting was rushed. But in this game, I've made a lot of positioning mistakes, which could have curtailed certain situations, could have kept me in the game.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't say I have to say that my opinion right now is very biased about Rivet. But just being able to reposition your whole team without paying for it, and being able to have strikers who can wrap on their playbooks, and having a striker that can push something off the pitch also quite reliably, I think that's a bit too versatile. So I would, if I were to at this point make any remarks. I think that Rivet is beneficial to the team, with follow being a global ability. I think it should be an aura. Or something, or that if she deals damage, then that triggers. Or if she makes a successful attack, that triggers. Just right now, I think she's just too versatile. You don't really need to put influence on her to actually do anything, or even not that much influence. She's good when she has 2 influence, because then she just prepares one of your players, like a Colossus solo missile. The rest of the influence goes on the team to just activate their ranged abilities to deal out damage, and then just Colossus charges in. Although you can control the range on that, you don't. The engineers don't have the +2 movement from what's her name, from Pinfeis. So I guess you are right in saying that having the ball is better for her, but you also have to then consider that she actually has toe, so she can make Colossus move 6 inches with her, and he's in the middle of the pitch. Almost. So I don't know. There's just a lot getting published right now for Guild Ball, and adjusting is also, I guess, difficult without regular play games. If you're not getting like 3 regular games in a week, you are starting to really fall behind, especially with the new stuff. Like I said, I messed up my positioning with Culverin and Cutlass over 2 turns, so that really made a difference as to the situation on the board. And cast just being cast off the table on the first turn was also a dramatic mistake on my end. I don't know why I put 4 influence on her in the last turn. It was just completely illogical. And Ferrite could have also done with 1 influence fine. Yeah. I don't know. So, going back to the turn, what can I do to try and salvage the situation? I guess I could activate Ferrite and have her jog. Alright, she no longer has the legendary up. So she will jog 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Parting blow?
Yep.
2 damage. No, 1 damage. Just 1.
Well, oh, she doesn't have 2.
No, I thought I wrapped, but I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Ferrite. Here we go.
Velocity will walk to here and heal 4. Okay.
Furnace will activate, and he'll give tooled up to Cutlass. And take a parting blow.
1 damage.
Okay. Alright, this is.
Alright, Mainspring's done.
Alright, how does Ratchet look with 6 attack playbook? Much better. 2 momentous and 3 hits and a push, yeah. Okay, so someone gets like. So the range for Cutlass's abilities is measured from Culverin, but line of sight is measured from Cutlass, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Since.
And you don't need line of sight for AoEs.
Okay, Culverin will go. 3, 4, 5, and she'll try to I Spy Rivet.
Okay.
She'll spend 1 momentum to heal.
So Rivet is spied.
Yay. I have my eye on you. I can imagine her just throwing the looking glass at her. Hit that one. I Spy. Alright, it hasn't been added yet. So the team that has it was Hunters.
Hunters, Navs.
Yeah. Let's make Rivet look horny. Okay. Done.
Yeah, controlled explosion is really good. Spade will go to there. She'll spend 1 to push Culverin.
Mm-hmm.
And then buy an attack on her.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 for velocity. 2 is a momentous push. And she'll spend 1 to heal 4.
Yeah. Let's do it. Well, I can't reach Rivet anymore, so let's go for Spade. So Cutlass will activate and change Chain Blast Spade, and if I miss, then just finish the game because it's not gonna work. Okay, that hit. So 4 damage and knockdown, +1 for Tool Up.
Okay, protect those close.
Protect those close.
For sturdy.
Alright, I forgot about that. Well, so it's game over. No. Okay, buy an attack against her. Alright, you'll
Sure.
just push me out of range. No, this is game over.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I don't know. I make too many mistakes to make this a reliable game.
Yeah, the biggest one was probably cast.
And the positioning with Cutlass and Culverin, I forgot that it is activated at the start of the activation.
Hmm.
So that's messed up. Oh, well, I could have just moved Culverin to the side instead of putting her next to Furnace.
Yeah, because
I
it's a
don't know why I was
6-inch
I don't know
legendary.
why I was thinking that Sentinel will affect her. Um, well, I'm going for a goal with cast now, so it would have been 12-6 or 14-6. Possibly with 4 dice on the shot, barely making. Oh, was I actually within 15? No, I wasn't. You better. Yeah, too many mistakes.
Yeah, Blacksmiths, kind of rough sometimes.
Well, you have to remember about a lot of things. It's kind of like playing Malifaux. Mhm. Well, you have straightforward captains, like, well, possible captains like Furnace or Anvil, uh, where you just bunch up, castle up, and deal damage. Ferrite wasn't also, I guess, the best choice for the game, because disarm is kind of meaningless in this matchup. It doesn't really bring anything, because I just tone down your players to their basic performance level. So
Yeah, it'd be nice on Rivet, like before she activates, but that's about it.
yeah. Before she activates, but it's you get the unmodified.
Yeah, it's mostly because Rivet at TAC 4 isn't super
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it depends on. But if you're expecting to be, well, if you're here's the heads I win, tails you lose, because if you have her stacked up and you know that you have a disarm, well, that's kind of you asking for punishment. You're kind of asking for her tag to be lowered. But if you see that, then and you want to activate her, then just put 2 influence on her, elbow grease somebody, use this, 3 influence to make a sprint and tow stuff. And then disarm becomes irrelevant. Yeah, this is the first captain in the game, I think, that makes blind and disarm meaningless. Just on a basically on a passive level, because otherwise you have to activate to have I Spy or Singled Out active to cancel out the -2 attack, but she's just she just gives that to you in a passive way and makes those 2 abilities, those 2 active, 2 negative control elements useless. or less, or she zeroes them out. She cancels them. Mm-hmm.
That's probably fair.
I don't know. Depends on how
No, not fair as in fair. I meant fair as in a correct
assessment.
statement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So with Rivet as captain, what weakness do you have as a team of engineers? You're not really slow. But I don't see why she's that bad a kicker. I mean, Ballista, I guess, okay, he's a better kicker. But Rivet herself isn't, I think, that bad kicking.
No, she's not bad. It's mostly just the Alchemists matchup because the Alchemists will just run away. They'll just be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you have two strikers up in front and you're trying to get the ball. Well, put the ball over here and then kill your models. So it's just better to have Ballista so I can shoot them back.
Exactly. So Pinvice is not really a pick.
She can be if you don't expect to see Alchemists, but if you see Alchemists and you kick, like, you're probably losing that game.
Interesting. Because I'm
Because
very,
you probably have to drop Pinvice and just hope they missed all their character plays.
yeah. Because with Ballista you have a better choice. You can actually play the distance game. But I don't know. Have you tried taking a hoist with Salvo to copy a Floor Bolt? Have you used that in a game?
No, I have not.
No. So I
Um,
was considering
it's
testing the.
it's
Hmm?
worth considering now because compound is no longer necessary. So I could
Yeah.
do hoist, salvo, ratchet, spade into alchemists. Actually, probably velocity
Hmm.
still. Yeah, velocity.
Because under Ballista you can do 3 ranged knockdowns.
Yeah, and
Still get momentum.
hoist is more survivable than salvo in that matchup.
He can go in there. And I think if you're taking hoist, then Mother also becomes an attractive choice.
No,
No, she's
no,
now never gonna be an attractive choice with 3-1.
no. At best, like, so yeah, 3-1 because so Smoke actually loves killing mascots. So into the Smoke matchup, she'll just casually kill her, throw both conditions on her, and then she'll die over time. You know, 2 turns in Legendary and Mother's dead. The same thing is true of Mainspring, but at least Mainspring can run up, potentially blow up, or he's fast enough to get out of the way. Because if you're bringing Mother, you're close to Hoist, and that means Mother's more likely to die.
Mhm. Okay, that's a good perspective to have. What was another player that was played less? So Locus, I guess, is still a non-comp.
For me, no, I don't play him. Other people do. They play him in a anti-beater role. So like against Brewers, they put him up so Brewers can beat on him, and I don't really see the point of that. So I just
Yeah.
don't bother.
Yeah, because you're playing into their game.
It's actually not because they use it basically as a giant roadblock while Spade and Velocity score 3 goals.
Okay, but I don't see it working that reliably. Brewers can kill Locus quite fast, I think.
Yeah, it depends. If it's Tapper, then yeah, Locust dies super fast. If it's Esther's, it takes a bit longer, and if it's Corker, he never dies actually.
Yeah. Have you faced Corker yet?
No, but what is it? Bartek. We talk, and
Mm-hmm.
he's played against Corker because he has a lot of Brewers in his meta, and he says that Rivet just destroys Corker.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Bartek in a week at a tournament. I wonder if he's gonna switch from miners to engineers with rivets.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. There
that's
you
what I was
go.
expecting.
There's hot strats.
I was expecting that. He's still registered on Longshanks with miners, but we don't do fixed registrations before the tournament, like
Mm-hmm.
ever. So um, we're gonna see. I'm considering blacksmiths because we are allowed to use the new captains at this tournament
Okay.
just to test them out. So I'm considering blacksmiths or masons to give them a whirl. And the Polish nationals are in 3 weeks,
Mm.
and I still can't decide on a goddamn team.
Yeah,
I know I need sleep. I know I need to get a lot of sleep before the event.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
blacksmiths still want Sledge and Vetsender.
yeah. Makes me just sad. I don't want to. This is supposed to be a versatile team. I don't want to be stuck with two ubiquitous choices.
Yeah, that's fair. Sledge only ever goes away against like alchemists and something, and hunters, I think.
I've only played maybe 2 games with Sledge on the table, and yeah, he's super reliable but predictable and boring. Although killing stuff with a model that's 1/3 influence and 1 activation is also fun. So, but much less fun than getting 3 goals with a team that's supposed to be that's wearing a shit ton of armor and supposed to be so. Let's see. I really want them to step up with the fluff because they're turning out lots of models and not really showing what's behind the scenes. And if I don't get my Furnace Death explanation by the end of April, I'm gonna kill Sherwin.
Yeah, he's been. We've known he's been dead
It,
for what since SteamCon US?
May since May
Oh,
since
since
they showed
May,
Vet
a year
Cinder.
ago. Okay. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
before that,
So it's been a year. We've known he's been dead for about a
yeah,
year.
and he has a great. How did this happen? Does the model reflect anything that actually happened to him? If I look at the details, can I see like if he was he mangled or stabbed many times or just cut the throat was cut because he has a loose jaw on the zombie model. So I want explanations. I love the model. I just want to know how it happened. And uh, this is just Steamforge adding another icing to the cake of what's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But I,
lore's coming out just a little bit too slow. And then they're just not saying some things like what happened to Furnace.
yeah, the fluff for season 4 was okay, but they left out too many of the other guilds. Because at least when you had the fluff blurbs for every new player that appeared, then you were actually able to see what's happening, or it formed a general narrative. Because you had in the first 2 seasons, or in season 3, you had the general explanation of what's going on with the guild. Now you don't have that. You don't have the fluff for the players, really. And I don't know. I'm curious what's happening with the alchemists because they were supposed to be going bankrupt.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this Kami's
Kami's actually probably
service.
an answer to that because everyone's thinking that Kami's butler will be the new captain, so it might be
Yeah,
something where their
hmm
money is
I'm expecting.
Kami's family is
Yeah, hmm
buying out the alchemists
yeah, or maybe
or a benefactor.
or just like Yukai coming from that area as well. The traditional alchemists are taking over, right? Because you had Smoke and Midas are the more maverick, avant-garde type of alchemists, and here comes Gramps with tradition. Yeah, the conservative alchemists are taking over, and they are bringing with them accounting principles.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're gonna blow up that building, justify it, make it cost efficient. Yeah, I don't know. Still love the game, but getting a bit tired with things just being done in a very unpredictable manner. And I have much less time for gaming than I would like to. That's just being old. Or being an irresponsible adult.